It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you. I understood it. I understood
All right.
it.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. D.A., thank you. Steve, I remember the night you made 7 3-pointers in 1 quarter. 7 of them in 12 minutes. We're going to see a lot more of that, I think, here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, now teams are shooting 15, 23s a quarter, and guys are getting up so many attempts. I think you're going to start to see some guys, especially the Steph Currys and Klay Thompsons of the world, that make 10 or 11 in the 3 once they get extremely hot.
Can you imagine if you played right now? I mean, you'd have the green light from beginning to end.
And I'll probably be a center right now, too, Kevin.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. Then there's Kent Bazemore, and it's Young.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
You look at that lead pass there, he just has such a great feel for the game.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Bucks. And here is Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
So it's the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Hawks.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Poked away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo to the inside. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Dedmon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Here's Middleton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. That one doesn't go. The Bucks go the other way with it. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Man, hard to believe. Already they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Fantastic effort. Right out of the gate, simply overwhelming their opponent.
Young against Bledsoe. To the paint, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Middleton, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
That free throw, no good. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
He hits the second from the line. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Inside. Herter. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Young against Bledsoe. And Young, here we go. To the paint. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got his first points of the night.
The strength that Bazemore's added coming into play. Nice finish against physical D.
Dedmon with the block, and they're able to recover. Bazemore with it. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Dedmon inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Shot by Collins, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 17.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Hawks trail by 9. Now Young. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Bounce pass Bazemore. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have a pretty much a good team.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
So much of this Hawks team is under the age of 25. They have a lot of room to grow as a unit and improve together. They'll have their ups and downs, but a lot of talent to build around here with the Hawks.
With the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Bazemore. He's around 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Yep, that one goes. 22 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Herter is guarded by Brogdon. To the inside, looking to end the run. Collins kicks it to Bazemore.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 26.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game. John Collins, the explosive big man from Wake Forest, was taken 19th overall in the 2017 draft. Showed a lot of promise, and if there was a redo of that draft, you can bet he'd go a little higher than that.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Collins. And with Collins, his confidence and role grew with each game his rookie season.
Well, you can see what he's capable of over the course of that first season. Explosive with the ball and going to the rim. Very active player, and the sky is the limit with him.
The Hawks trail by 17, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And a change for the Hawks. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Atlanta has possession. Young passes to Len. Young taking his time here. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Young. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Lopez. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as a visiting team, you're already behind the 8 ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
And so Young nails them both.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
You know, Steve, when it comes to playing with maximum intensity, who is at the top of the list for you?
Russell Westbrook by far. I mean, this guy right now is
yeah, right. I love
all
that.
intensity. I think Draymond Green is another one of those guys. Marcus Smart. I think the Morris twins, those guys step up for me. Just speed and power. They play with a lot of intensity. It's all over their demeanor.
The Hawks trail by 17. Lynn finds Len. Carter outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Great open look there.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Wilson into the lane. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Lynn. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Bembry kicks to Lynn for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Stolen by Jeremy Lin. The Hawks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Lynn.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Bucks #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
The Hawks trail by 11. Inside, Spellman, and he goes in for the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Now here's Lynn. He's got 5. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And, guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Here's Bembry. The shot, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Snell from outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Bembry. 11 points for him in that last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Wilson into the lane, and that one drops. Wilson's got 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Spellman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
Snell from outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Hill over to help Pass to Bembry. Puts up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Lynn the pass to Len. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Here's Snell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Vince Carter picks one up. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw missing. Atlanta making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Hawks trail by 12. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Hill against Len. Anderson outside. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Anderson's got his second basket.
The defense is pretty much helpless once he finds breathing room to get to the basket.
He gets it in there. And the Bucks lead by 12.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Lynn. 5 points in the game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, then, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
The Hawks trail by 12. Bembry kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Len. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Here's Wilson. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Stolen by Wilson. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Bucks lead by 14. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
I tell you, on fire all period long, and this is how you want to start the game.
They built up a monster lead on the heels of great shooting. Love the attack mindset here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, they've got Hill. Wilson out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Ilyasova. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Hawks. 15-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Assist from Tyler Dorsey.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Connaughton scored the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Lynn against Hill. To the paint, Spellman. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, you look at the coaching resume of Lloyd Pierce. Was an assistant for a lot of teams in his time. Stops at Memphis and Philadelphia most notably. Finally gets a chance to be the head coach here in Atlanta.
And stolen by Ilyasova. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Hill leading the charge.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
The Hawks trail by 17. Lynn finds Len. Back to Lynn. And the pass to Anderson. And good that time. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Taking a workmanlike approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Yes, that goes in.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Charity stripe shot. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lynn's got 7 points.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Steve, we're seeing a lot of big contracts that include a no-trade clause. Just how much peace of mind does that give a player to know that clause is in that contract?
Kevin, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a no-trade clause on a lot of my teams. Some of those teams I got traded from, I didn't want to go, and I think it does, like you said, give these players a peace of mind to understand they are in control of their destiny. And then you can see sometimes it gets a little ugly when the organization wants to trade those players, but they can't.
Well, it basically handcuffs an organization. They can't make the moves like the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony. They were tied up a lot of the times because he would say, no, I don't want to go to that particular team.
Yeah, and the Knicks, they only can fault themselves. They gave him the no-trade clause.
Right. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for DJ Wilson. Chris Middleton's checked in for Tony Snell. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. Here's Middleton, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Middleton. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Bledsoe against Young. Here's Dorsey. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here's a look now at what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Monday, They'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Young outside.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and they pick up 2. Antetokounmpo's got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of his own.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
The Hawks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Young passes to Collins. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Fires the 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Atlanta calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
Hey, get your numbers up. I had to get my numbers up. Now I got it like they gave it to me. But I took it, they ain't give it to me. She really do it to me. God do it for me. Yeah, it really fit. It's a shoe-in for me. I started hooping for the Nike check. Yeah, I play tennis for the Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen it.
A chance to look at the numbers for Dedmon. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 11th in three-point field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him. But time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it.
And that's just something that Young excels at. And boy, a joy to watch this guy shoot the ball. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Atlanta shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One shot.
And that one falls for Collins. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
And how about the initiative
there from Antetokounmpo. Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Detroit Pistons. Young against Bledsoe. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. To the inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Agreed. Fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Bazemore, no one around him, misses the 3.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Young, to the middle. Wants to get it to Collins and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Milwaukee's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Yes, that goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 42 in the game.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Now here's Bazemore. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Collins, good.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
And I don't think there's a player on that list who can't also light it up from the outside. Every one of those guys is a hot streak just waiting to happen.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
The Bucks making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Vince Carter, who's checked in for Atlanta. On defense, the Bucks. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Goes up, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Herter, he's guarded by Brogdon. And it's Carter missing. Milwaukee has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Greg, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Fellas, that was ruthless. He threw it down with some authority.
Hawks passing it around. Herter lays it up off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Let's take a look at numbers for Collins. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging about 19 points per, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with his play here of late.
Therein lies the question. Has he reached a new level in his game, or is this just a hot streak that'll eventually cool down? We'll see.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Both good from the line that time. And Atlanta has possession. All sorts of time. Wilson grabs the board.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the shot goes in.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Lynn kicks to Len. Back to Lynn. To the middle. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn. You see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Antetokounmpo.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made. Just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
Here's Middleton. Rejected by Len. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
We got this animal attraction. Mid-city out to Manhattan, ain't nothing fancy. Yellow cabs pass me by, I call it Lancey. My team moving, lights, cameras, and action. Thoughts to ideas, designs to manufacturing. And still Travolta, I'm still Samuel Jackson. Blasting, live on stage is where it happens. Step to the zone, spotlight on, the sights on, all eyes on. Turn the tables and the mics on. Fans slapping rock and it's scream out loud. This time I give it back and applaud the crowd.
And let's review some numbers for Brogdon. First in free throw percentage. And he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Here's Ilyasova. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but the guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
The Bucks have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And the free throw, no good.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
The feed to Carter. Plenty of space. Kept alive. Spellman. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He's got 15.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
And that one's good, Brogdon. 1:04 left now here in the second. Right wing. To the paint. Here's Bembry. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Three-pointer on the way. Drills the three-pointer. Lynn's got 5 points now this quarter. The shot by Wilson, no good. Stolen by Wilson. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. Outside, Lynn. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. 15 seconds left now here in the second. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Lynn looking it over. Over Hill. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 8 rebounds and 4 steals. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. The big men are Collins and Dedmon. And it's Young. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Middleton penetrating. Count it, good.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Pass to Young. Back to Bazemore. Poked away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
Hawks ball.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the top rebounding teams in the league this season. The Bucks #1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Down low, Herter. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
He gets that one.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've got to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
And Dedmon throws it down.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Young passes to Dedmon, kicks it to Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Excellent pass from Dedmon. This is what you're asking your guys to do. Be aggressive, trust one another, and make plays for each other. No hesitation. He took it right to the rack, but a quick reaction by the defense.
Herter is guarded by Brogdon. Cranes the three-pointer.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Antetokounmpo. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Young dishes to Bazemore. Collins, good. Collins has got 30 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Yep, that one goes in there.
He's been unstoppable here late, trying to shut the door and turn the lights out.
Antetokounmpo on the double team. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Collins, good.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Atlanta's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Young finds Bazemore. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And with a nice assist, Bazemore still has a scorer's first approach, but now much more willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Brogdon. Basket good. Brogdon's got 8 points. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Dedmon. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Collins. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And that matchup against the Sixers, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Lopez, no luck. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Lopez with the steal. Shot's good by Bledsoe. He's got 8.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths? He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Good work there as it goes. The Hawks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. They double him with Middleton. Here's Bazemore. The Hawks again can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Count it.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Here's Collins. The teardrop falls in. Collins has got 10 points in just the second half.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Collins. Here's Dedmon. Good D by Lopez. And it's Milwaukee's ball. And it's Middleton penetrating. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And really the story of the half. One team shooting it lights out. The other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's 2 competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Herter, he's guarded by Brogdon.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Lopez. Lopez has got 9 assists now tonight. And here's Bazemore. Passes to Collins. Nailed from three-point land.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
The Bucks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out. Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right. And Dorsey kicks to Len. Right wing for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Ilyasova. Here's Hill. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside, Lynn. Wide open look. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards. And here's a look at the stats for Hill. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 5 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. Number 5, the Hawks.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. A nice shot by Lynn.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Snell, no good. Atlanta's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Bembry, rebounded by the Bucks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Dorsey passes to Len. Spellman, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. To the paint, here's Ilyasova. Atlanta with the rebound. Len's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bembry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
This is his first free throw of the game.
DeAndre Bembry at the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Hill kicks to Wilson. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Wilson's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
Out to the wing, to the inside. Spellman, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. No good from Connaughton.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
Bembry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his second personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Bembry taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Count the basket.
And when he gets the ball that deep, not much you can do to stop him.
He knows what he's good at, gets the position he wants, then with the tools to finish.
Good. 19 points in the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Ilyasova. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Hill against Len. To the middle. Here's Len. Back to Lynn. To the left side wing. To the paint. And another shot. And no problem from Len as he finishes at the rim. Len's got 10 points.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. The pass to Bembry. A floater. Another shot. A stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 10. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Connaughton. And a missed layup. Atlanta's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. He gets it in there. 14 points for Lynn.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Inside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Hill. Lays it up off the glass.
George Hill saw the opportunity, got right to the cup.
The Hawks shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. 27 seconds left in the third. Here's Lynn. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Hill dishes to Snell. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Len with it. He's got 10. And Dorsey kicks to Lynn. Over Hill. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. They've got Jason Smith. Tony Snell is out there with Wilson. Then it's George Hill. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
Anderson outside. There's the triple. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Milwaukee now, stolen by Anderson. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Here's Len. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
DiVincenzo. And yes, it's good. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter for Atlanta. They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Dorsey, the three-pointer, no good. Here's Snell. To the inside. Stolen by Carter. Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Len. Here's Dorsey. Pass to Anderson. Wilson grabs the board.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now Dorsey. And the dunk by Len.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Akers checked in for Wilson. Collins checked in for Atlanta. Adams comes in for Jeremy Lin. 2nd minute off the clock now in the fourth.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And he gets the bucket. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And Adams kicks to Collins. Down low, Anderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Adams, wide open, gets the three-pointer to fall. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Hawks ball.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and its partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point.
I'm pushing big body, can't stop me. For the 9-8, got a 7 minute copy. I'ma grow slow. Hit the stove, I'ma go real slow. I go, I'ma let being looking clean, one more control. Tonight, just wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch legs, only a baller, caller, get night.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Adams kicks to Dorsey. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Can't cash in from close range. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Maker. That one wide left.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
To the middle. Carter with the bucket.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
And it's Milwaukee's ball, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Collins with it. Now Smith defending. Dorsey down low. Hill's there. Collins passes to Dorsey. Had the space there, but it's offline.
and they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
And the basket by Maker.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Adams against Hill to the paint. And the rejection by Smith. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Another three for Atlanta.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first three of the half, second of the game.
DiVincenzo. Atlanta with the rebound. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 16-6 run. To the inside, Adams. No good with the layup.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Nice shot by Smith. Here's Dorsey. Anderson outside. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And he makes that one.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And now it's Hill running. He can go all the way. And it's Hill with the jam.
George Hill's not a gambler, but with his length and quickness, he gets his share of steals.
And the Hawks with possession here. Adams outside. He dishes it to Collins. Smith with some nice D.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Tipped away. Smith outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Feeds it to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Smith finds Hill. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 8 points for Hill.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Atlanta's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Adams. He can't get it to go. Excellent defense there from Smith. Yep, that one goes in there. Collins has got 42 in the game.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Atlanta with the rebound. Dorsey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Adams' shot is off. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. DiVincenzo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Dorsey dishes to Adams. Takes a shot at the elbow. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here's Adams. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore as you look back. Is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I couldn't imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Got that one up quick.
The vision from George Hill. Very careful with the ball. He makes the easy play.
Hill against Adams. Here's Dorsey. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dorsey's got 11 points here in just the second half.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Atlanta's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Collins with it. Now Smith defending. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
That one goes. Count it.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And Hill over to help. And Adams kicks to Dorsey. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches that has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right. And it's Hill penetrating. Kicks to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 17 assists.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
No good on the free throw. Anderson, he's checked in for Tyler Dorsey. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Lynn the pass to Bembry. The Hawks working the ball around. Cans it from downtown.
3 points.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lynn against Hill. Lynn kicks to Bembry. But they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And finally they hit one.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Pass to Ilyasova. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that. Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're in front by 31. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
I'm tucking money in the safe for my kid, and I'm good in the hood. Never tell that girl the truth, I'ma lie to her. Word to my baby mama, see us where I wasn't, but I'm the father of the year, and she'll tell you I'm him. Dream, I am way above the rim. Pool full up, then I'ma take a swim. If she ain't texting about no money, I ain't reading it. I'ma get some, and I'm a girl, I ain't need you. Oh, I'm ballin' like baby. These they wanna have my baby. Nah, fresh like mayonnaise. Not big time. Not big time. Big time. Big time.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Bledsoe, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 12 assists. Now here's Len. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.